But Bristol, you've come today saying, Jim, JB, just give me a little look at some time because I've got something.
Well, this is a big day.
You all know that, like, the champions of our game have got statues around the ground here. Lee Matthews got a statue out there, Spud.
Yep.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Polishes it every week. He's the greatest coach, probably one of the greatest coaches ever.
Player. The best player ever.
To be involved in the game.
Fair, right.
Four-time premiership coach.
Kevin Sheedy, is he 3 or 4 times?
4.
Yeah, so he's probably a great coach as well, and, you know, all these guys. And so what's been happening is it's come to my attention that the EJ Whitten game this year, they're going to try and...
Because they're doing it differently. It's a big thing in the bye week.
Yeah, it is at the end of the year, and they're going back to, you know, the champions of the game instead of the Luffies and all these sort of guys playing. You know,
Luffy, I'm still there. I'm still there, Spud.
The hacks that have been playing, you know, in some of these games. Not just Luffy, but just a few. You know. So they've gone back to the champions and all that sort of thing. Now, it comes to my attention that I think Ned Kelly is running the game. I think he's going to run the game.
He runs everything else.
But in terms of the actual broadcast side of things, it's a 7 thing this year.
Yeah, it is.
And fair enough.
It has been 9 for a long, long time.
And done unbelievably well.
Yeah,
on 9,
incredibly well.
Yep.
And so for the same reason, the EJ Whitten, you know, prostate cancer, all that sort of thing.
Yep.
So,
wonderful cause.
Yeah, wonderful cause. All that. Well, you wouldn't believe it. In the highest office at Channel 7 last Monday, after hearing that Channel 7 were the head broadcasters of this game, I'm told that the phone, the hot phone, the red phone in the office rang until
we're talking to Lewis Martin, the boss of
the GM.
Guess it's a bit early. You released it early.
Guess who was on the phone at the other end to the GM of 7?
Who?
No.
In this box, Danny Frawley has rung the GM of 7 and demanded that he be the coach of the EJ Whitten game.
Oh, no!
Instead of Lee Matthews, Kevin Sheedy, all the greats, he's demanded to be there, Spud.
Spud,
you
can't have done that.
You said you can't have this game without me.
Back to me, mate. This is a disgrace.
You can't have this game without me, he said. He said, I've got to be there. And you know, the funniest thing was,
he said, ringing Lewis Martin live on
because that was a confidential conversation.
Spud!
And he's told Big Head Brian about it.
You've just confirmed the bomb.
And he said...
Yeah, I did. But I'm not confirming it wasn't that big of a bomb.
And he said, look, you don't need Lee and, you know, Sheedy and all these guys. You need me. He said, those guys have got no personality. He said, I'm Mr. Personality. You need personality.
Look at me.
This is personality. You need me.
This is bullshit, Brian.
Mr. Bungaree Personality.
BT.
Get me in there.
I'd like to be a part of it.
Did you really do that? You work for another network.
As long as I got released from Fox Footy, because in the past,
hang on,
we weren't
before
allowed
he ran,
to
I'm also led
to
believe that he had actually been to see his boss at Fox to see whether he could be released.
Spud!
That's true.
Spud, you don't even work for this network,
this is a great cause, and I love EJ.
Spud,
I love the great EJ.
One prelim with Richmond gets you over Kevin Sheedy and Lee Matthews, who are four-time premiership coaches.
I said I could. I'll tell you what I said.
He's got a statue.
I did mention their names, and I said, look, I can be their assistants,
but
it might be a bit boring if they're coach. I just left it at that. I just said it'd be just a bit flatline, because Brian and I have got a good relationship, and Lee and Sheeds will be a bit... glass off. So I didn't actually put my name out there.
Oh, really?
So
just a little
you're
bit.
Thinking of the viewer, Spud. You're actually thinking of the viewer.
I was thinking of Brian and I.
And I demanded to be the number one. I said, we coach of the Allies. He said, no, coach of Victoria.
You and I had a chat a couple of days later, and we're going to try and get someone else to help. Yeah. Now, that could just fall flat in its face, and he may want to help.
So you're threatening now.
Plugger.
Yeah, he said he
might.
Plug
hasn't come through.
It's another block.
Well, I thought I'd
Plugger go with all this promising Plugger to everyone.
Well, you're the only bloke he's the only bloke you'd care about enough to worry about.
I thought I'd definitely get the gig if I had Plugger as my assistant.
Spud.
No, I did. Brian.
What behaviour are you carrying on?
That was a confidential conversation with Lewis Martin. If he's done the director's course like I have, confidential means it doesn't go anywhere, Lewis.
You don't work for Channel 7.
I know that.
You can't just swap stations when you want to make it about me.
Do you want me to go where
Anyway.
I didn't do it the last 5 years?
Spud, no, we
Channel
don't.
9 and the E.J. Whitten Foundation.
Because they didn't ask you?
Spud,
No, they asked me.
Spud,
but
it's
I
all
won't
about
go
men's
there.
health, and that's why you want to be involved. That's why I want to be
Men's
involved.
health.
It's all about
that's-
men's health,
yeah, well,
and that's where
all
it's
it
at.
is. It's men's health. Men over 40, do you understand
And Spud.
this? There's a heart attack every 9.5 minutes.
Yep.
Prostate, colon cancer, depression. Men don't talk. Channel 7,
I think
want
Spud's
to be a
going to
part
have
of
the
that.
test. He's going to have a colonoscopy prior
Well,
with
hang
myself.
on. Well, if I get a colonoscopy, I've at least got to be coached. I'm not going to just get something rammed up me blurter valve.
Spud, you are, just to take you back in this conversation a minute or so,
I'm going to get you to do
Spud,
the boots.
you are the least confidential person I've ever met. You and Bill Brownless are the worst keepers of a secret I've ever come across.
That's a bit harsh. This is supposed to be a good day for me. I'm nervous, like it's here. I've got a couple of guys who
Come
I'm throwing
on,
to the bus.
Plugger. Where's Plugger?
Do you want to call us footy for Channel 7 tonight as well?
Warrior, do you want to get thrown out of the box?
So Plugger 15 minutes away.
Yeah, but I've got
Well,
a couple of
if he
guys
answers,
I
he's
want
fine.
to put on notice.
All right.
Are you going to name anyone today?
Yeah, a couple of guys. And look, I've been criticised in the past for keeping it insular.
Yep. I know who it is, Spud.
No, I've got a couple of guys that are going to get smacked.
But, this is all very interesting, but next it's you and Plugger
Yep.
and Duck and Bristle. So are we
Okay.
ready?
Well, if we get him on, we're ready. And
Well,
I'll-
what do you mean if?
Oh,
You've
as
got
I said,
one more. We've got to get him.
yeah, we'll get him.
So Duck's coming in for it if you do
Yeah.
get him on. How did you go against Duck?
Oh, look, early days. I think he started in '89, and I was probably 91, 92. You know, at the top of my game, I was fairly good then, and he was young, so I sort of got the better of him. But even later on in my years, 94, 95, the last 2 years, I would have halved a few contests.
Oh,
but it's fair to say
Nonsense,
he
Spud.
probably got me just. I reckon 94, 95. But I'm happy to say that.
Should we
'cause
look
he-
at some records, BT,
Oh.
before we...
You can look at as many records as you like. As I said, I halved a few contests, but I thought he got it.
Duck didn't have contests with anyone, mate.
Yeah,
Apart
I
from
know,
maybe
but
Jackovic.
he probably got holding me a little bit, but not much.
So you're claiming you've halved a few contests with
In
him.
94, 95, Brian, I was
Oh.
knackered, and he was at the top of his game, and I was hanging in there. I thought I held my own.
He politely says, in answer to that question, Spud was getting to the end when I first sort of played against him. But when you ask him off here to translate that, he says, mate, I humiliated him to the
Oh, I
point
don't think so.
where it was only a couple of minutes and then he got moved on to someone else.
Well,
And
Warrior, get as many
Horse long
stats as
mile.
you like.